We're going to review some flips. This was already covered, but let's go over it again. So a front flip, back flip. Let's just start in the kicks quiver. This is horizontal with the switch facing up. Turn it on. We get a purple confirmation. It may look blue in the video, but it's actually purple. And move the switch to the top facing me. I do some front flips. Each time I do a flip, you'll notice the display changes there, 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 there. So if I go from this hoop, which is very recognizable, if I just go one forward, we're in that hoop. If I go one back, we're back to this hoop. One forward, back in this hoop. So that's how you can navigate, and you can learn to do it in time to the music, and you can make it kind of transparent, whatever. And let's look at a side flip. If we turn the hoop on in the vertical orientation with a switch at the top, so I let it go into the aqua, and it goes into the first hoop because I was in the first hoop beforehand. The default hoop of the quiet quiver, which is this quiver in the vertical orientation. I turn the hoop to so the switch is on my side here. It could be on either side. And I'm going to do 3 side flips. So it's just like a front flip, but with the switch on the side. So here we go. Doing my flips. And then I notice that this arc of the hoop goes dark, which is the effect that I'm looking for by doing the side flips. And now I can control the amount of the hoop that's lit by doing any kind of movement. I mean, I'm just tapping, but this could be an isolation move. So you're controlling the amount of the hoop that's lit through movement. If we do more side flips, we can turn this arc white. So we're still in the dark. Now that's the white. Now this might be an easier hoop to play with isolations and stuff, because even if it goes all white, you still have a fully lit hoop, and then you can mix in the remainder of the display of the hoop with that arc. So that is the way that you can use the side flips in the quiet quiver to produce that arc control. Let's look at what the side flips can do in terms of navigation, and we'll use the save quiver as the first example for this. So the side flips work to navigate in the save quiver, which is with the switch at 3 o'clock, or in the 9-pack with the switch at 9 o'clock. But I have the switch here at 3 o'clock. I'm going to turn the hoop half off, which means press the button down until I see the yellow indicator for the 3 o'clock orientation, the saved quivers. Here we go. There it is. Take my finger off. I'm now in the first hoop of the first quiver of the saved pack. In this first quiver there are 3 hoops. There are 3 hoops in each of the 3 quivers in the saved pack. So I'll show you the first 3 hoops by doing front flips. That's the second hoop, and that's the third hoop. Go on again, we're back in the first hoop. Or go back, we're in the third hoop. So that's the first quiver, and to get to the next quiver, turn the switch to the side and do a side flip. So it takes a couple of side flips, and we're now in the first hoop of the second quiver of the save pack, and we can go through the 3 hoops in this quiver. That's the second hoop, and there's the third hoop. So there's your 3 hoops, which we can get to with a front or back flip, and we side flip between the quivers. Here we're going to go into the next quiver, the third quiver of the save pack, and this is a crazy quiver with automatic cycling hoops and all kinds of stuff, but we're now in the third quiver of the save pack, and we use the side flip to navigate between the quivers and the front and back flip to navigate inside each quiver. Let's go to the 9-pack. The switch is now on the left side over here facing me. I'm going to hold this down just for half a second until I get a pink indication. I am now in the 9-pack, the first hoop of this pack. We'll say Psi for PsiHoops, and you know, this pack you can go front flipping and back flipping through a lot of different pretty interesting hoops. But to go from one quiver to another in the 9-pack, you use side flips, and if you do 3 side flips, you go to the next quiver. If you do another side flip, you go to the next quiver, next quiver, next quiver. So I'm navigating now with just one side flip to go to a quiver. If I get to this quiver, I think that's interesting, I want to explore it, I turn the button to the top, and now I can do front flips, and I'm going to find all the different hoops in this quiver. If I want to navigate again with side flips, the button is now over here. I can do it again, but I'll need to do 3 side flips to get to the next quiver. So, and then following that, each side flip will take me to a new quiver. I'm back now to the first quiver. If I wait for more than a couple of seconds, I'll need to do 3 side flips once again to get to the next quiver. If I get to the next quiver, I'm still in that quiver, but if I get there, then just each one flip will take me to another one. So there's about 9 quivers or so, 10, 11 quivers in the 9-pack, and that's how you navigate. You use the side flip, you go from one quiver to another, then you use your front and back flips within that quiver.